Alright guys, hello, Coach Chris here at OTF Tip, bringing you guys the tip of the week. Today I'm going to talk about the clean and press. This is a power move here that we do pretty often, that we've seen a lot more often lately for sure. So it's one that I wanted to cover. Just real quick, I'm going to talk about some of the common stuff that I see with this exercise here in the studio, some things that we can do to fix that and get the most out of the exercise. So the clean to press is a total body movement. We do the single arm dumbbell clean to press. So I'm going to get right into it here. On a clean to press, it's a power move. We want explosive energy coming up from the bottom. So the idea is with about a shoulder width stance, maybe a little wider, we're going to come down from a hip hinge position. You're going to drive up, you're going to drive that waist out, and that momentum is going to bring your dumbbell to shoulder height. So you're not actually curling, but you are guiding it there. So from the bottom, from the waist up to the shoulder, you're just guiding it there. The legs are what's doing the work to get it there. In order, and the heavier you want to go here, the more explosive you're going to have to be with those legs. So if I want to go heavier, I'm going to have to almost seem like I'm trying to jump, but keeping my feet glued to the ground. So once we get up to the shoulder height, the next step is that we come down for another small hip hinge here, a slight bend in the knees, and we're going to come up with as much explosive energy as we can. We're going to use that momentum to drive the dumbbell to the roof. You're going to let it come down with control, and so we're coming up with some power to the shoulder and some power to the roof. So again, my clean and press. So I want to feel like I'm trying to punch a hole in the roof. And where we can get in trouble with that is where if we're using too light of a weight. If we don't have enough resistance coming up against your shoulder muscles, if you're using too light of a weight, you're going to go to you throw it up there and it's not pushing back too hard on you because there's not a lot of weight up there. So it is actually a little more beneficial to really challenge yourself with this exercise. Use a little heavier weight here. Now, what's heavy? It's different for everybody, but the idea is if I told you to do 10 repetitions on a standing shoulder press, what weight would you choose? Let's say it's about 15 pounds. Well, here I get to use my entire body. My legs, my core, my upper body is all involved in getting this dumbbell from the bottom to the top. So since I'm using my legs, I would recommend at minimum 5 pounds heavier or more than whatever weight it is that you use for your shoulder press. Because now, if I can sit here and shoulder press this 30 pounds easy, then realistically, if I was to really train for this, I would need to use something much heavier, 40, 50 pounds, something like that. And the example works. So whatever your shoulder press weight is, add 5 to 10 pounds on top of that, and that's a good place to start for your clean to press. All right guys, so we're about to wrap it up. I'm going to leave you with one more tip here on the clean to press, and that is going to be, I suggest a neutral grip with this exercise for a couple of reasons. One, and by neutral grip, I mean if I have two dumbbells in hand, my palms are facing each other here. So rather than a standard grip where the knuckles are away from the body out in front. So a neutral grip here is going to be a lot easier for a dumbbell to come between your legs in the middle here because it's a single leg movement rather than a barbell. So you've got to have somewhere for this dumbbell to go as it comes down to the bottom here. So we're going to come up to the top, and then again I keep that neutral grip. A lot of people that I see, a lot of people I see come out to the side for their press, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, a shoulder press from the front loaded position with that elbow out in front of you is going to be a much stronger position, also a much safer position for the amount of force that we're trying to generate here. So a good neutral grip all the way from the bottom to the top on your clean and press. I hope that helps, guys. Glad to give you the tip of the week. Looking forward to the next one. Until then, keep burning.